such a good boy. Thank you, everybody, for the clear. Good afternoon. This is... Can't answer. This is Amy, Keith, and Shelley. We're here at the Southeast Veterinary Neurologist. We are here to pick up Balto and go over all of his medications, pay his bill, which I have not received yet. And we brought little Sparky with us to have Dr. Reese look at him because we don't know what's going on with him. He spent 2 full days overnight at the Blue Pearl 24-hour going through tests after tests because out of nowhere he'll just scream, which you saw in our previous video. All of his test results came back normal, so I don't know if there's definitely something that's missed. I don't know, speculating if it's something neurological. I don't know if he's painful somewhere. Something's off. He doesn't white. He'll just kind of sit up and story of my life, guys. He'll just sit and shake and tremble like he's painful. He's on gabapentin. He's on an anti-inflammatory. He's being given liquid gabapentin every 8 hours. But there's something that's missed. Something's off. And we can't stand to see him in any animal in any kind of discomfort. So we just drove up to Boynton Beach to get Balto. I knew that Shelley and I could not manage me driving, Shelley holding Balto. We couldn't manage bringing Sparky at the same time on the way back with 2 dogs. It's just not going to work. So I made Keith jump in the car and come along the ride with us. So we're all 3 here waiting. He had 1 episode on the way up here that he screamed. Other than that, he's been really, really good in the car. I don't know if it's his teeth. I don't know, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Since all his blood work came back perfect, radiographs came back perfect. Do you want me to unhook you?
No, he just keeps going back.
I know. Do you want me to unhook the seatbelt?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. It's okay. All 3 pounds of him. It is so heartbreaking to see any animal in any kind of pain. He's an older boy. He's either 10 or 12. We don't know. He was owner surrendered with his sister Cosita to the Miami-Dade shelter, and we pulled them. I think Nope, that's not him. Waiting for Dr. Reese to come out to the car to see what's going on, to see where this discomfort, what's going on, if it's neurological, to see if he can figure it out as a neurologist. See if he can see something that we don't see, or that a regular ER doctor, who is not a neurologist. So that's why we're here bringing Sparky with us. And you see he keeps doing that with his mouth, so I'm starting to think maybe his teeth are bothering him. His teeth are pretty bad. And now that his heart, he also was seen by Dr. Carpenter while he was at Blue Pearl, the cardiologist, and he got the clear on his heart. So if his heart's clear and his blood work came back good, then there's no reason why he should not be able to go in for teeth if need be. So, okay. Do you want us to meet you over on the side?
Yeah, let's walk over there.
Okay, I'm coming. All right, let's do this, guys. Hold on, guys, please. Bear with me. This little guy's killing me. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah, he's like 3.5 pounds, Dr. Reese. He came from, we had him at Blue Pearl for 2 days. He was seen by the cardiologist, Dr. Carpenter, perfectly fine. Blood work, perfectly fine. X-rays, perfectly fine. I said, no disc? You can't see a disc? No.
On X-rays, it's real hard.
It is, right? So I don't know if he tweaked something. I don't know if his teeth are bothering him. I don't know. But I wanted to see if you saw something neurological that you could kind of...
You already coming?
Teeth can be very painful if it is teeth. Yes, teeth can be very painful.
Oh, yeah. Something is showing. Alright, can we put him down?
Put him down, Keith.
And then this is for you. Oh, so you're in charge of Balto, right?
Yes.
So what he's doing is he'll be like sitting in his little room, and he'll sit up, and he doesn't really lay down. He's on gabapentin 3 times a day, and what's that, Tara?
Yeah, he just finished
Tim,
that last one last
it's
night.
liquid anti-inflammatory, but it seems like, I don't know if he had a mini stroke. I don't know if, yeah, he's either 10 or 12, somewhere around there. I don't know if his eyesight's going, and it's always has been like that. His urine has the most strongest smell that I've never smelled before, and he's been on antibiotics, and it just smells like, I can't explain the smell, like death. But all of his blood work and everything came back perfect. I know, right? Now, if you go up to pick him up is when he usually, right? When you go close to his face. Sparky! Sparky! Come here, Sparky! I'm wondering if it's his eyesight. I remember when he didn't see that. Did you see that? He didn't see that fence. Yeah, I think he's losing his eyesight. I think he's losing his eyesight. Sparky! See how he kind of backs up a little bit when he's unsure? Like who's coming at him? What?
No thrashing around with Balto.
We got to keep him chill.
Like the tiniest munchkin that ever
He's
had.
and he's very usually very vocal. He's blinking.
He reacts. Yeah, the other eye, she doesn't.
Yeah,
No.
That
eye was
eye's
terrible.
not, yeah.
He's on eye meds for this
Yeah,
one?
he's on a lot.
Do you think his eye could be painful and bothering him?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that looks like...
So maybe it's the eye.
With the eye.
So we need to go to the eye doctor.
Yeah.
That eye might be painful. That might be freaking him out, and it's painful.
That reminds me of Sally.
Right? I think it's his left eye.
And this light's just a little bit slower than the right.
Mm-hmm. And what he was...
Not bad.
No, because he was sitting down. Like, normally he loves to burrow. He goes under his blanket. Now what he's doing is just sitting.
And he was so, remember how bad
Look at how
he
he's...
hunched
Yeah.
over?
He was tilted to the side, his head. So that's why we thought maybe he
His
did something to
stomach
his neck.
was so bloated.
His stomach was distended. He was labored breathing.
Right.
Yeah, it just... That's why we rushed him.
That's why I didn't even think the eye.
He's doing so good with this. This is crazy. Normally he's not like that. It could be the eye because, you know, when it gets close to his face, like Cosita, that's when he screams. His sister's the same size, and whenever... Yes, whenever... Yeah,
Maybe all of a sudden.
maybe. Maybe he needs to go to see Dr. Buss
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale. We need to make an appointment immediately.
His lungs are a little crackly. But
They are?
They said the chest x-rays were normal.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I mean, Dr. Carpenter told me that some older dogs just have crackly lungs without underlying
I can't believe he is letting you do this. This is insane.
Crazy.
They all love Dr. Reed.
Right? You should see him with us. He's like,
He's like a god.
I gotta look. Oh my.
Yeah, teeth are really bad.
Rotten.
I need to look at the other side.
Look how good it
I can't believe it.
I know.
That's
I know. You gotta just give me another moment. Okay. I mean, neurologically, he looks pretty good to me. So
Okay.
I would check on the eye first.
The eye and the teeth?
Yeah.
is. He needs his teeth done.
We might have to get his teeth done in his eye. Okay.
The teeth are definitely.
The teeth need to come out.
They're rotten.
And teeth can be very painful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the eye is one of the most.
The eye is one of the most sensitive. Okay, so we need to get him in immediately with his eye.
I would do that.
And once we get that done, then we'll make an appointment and have his teeth done. Let's just do it. Because he can't live like this. He can't. Okay. Okay. And now we're ready for Balto?
Yep, I'm gonna go get him. I haven't seen him yet today. So
You haven't?
I
Okay.
haven't checked with him, but he looked a little frowny, so
He did?
we'll see
Okay.
later.
We'll hold Sparky in our arms if you want. Do you want to bring him out here? Okay. Okay. Well, at least we know it's not neurological.
Yeah. And he said definitely when we have Balto out in the yard now, he can only be out with that contraption.
Really?
That's it.
Why?
He doesn't want any thrashing or movement, and he has to be confined.
Forever? For how long?
Well, we were just talking.
Oh, I'll ask him when he comes out.
We didn't get that far.
So, guys, I didn't forget you were here. I was just talking to Dr. Reese, and as you can see, this is just a normal everyday at a rescue, our rescue 100 plus. You know, when you say, oh, I'm going to pull these little seniors because we don't want them to die. We've gone through a lot. Each dog requires a lot of medical attention. With that costs a lot of money. Dr. Reese is amazing. Yes, teeth can be painful. Eyes can be painful. His teeth definitely need to be addressed. We didn't know if he could handle, honestly, going under anesthesia. We thought because he coughs a lot, we thought maybe the teeth are affecting his,
What
you
if
know.
we could get him in tomorrow? Maybe Dr. Kasha could do his teeth tomorrow.
I think we should have his eye looked at first.
Yeah.
I think the eye needs to be looked at.
Baby.
Hold him good because he might go crazy.
Oh my.
Hi, hi, Boo-Boo. Did you take the stitches out already?
We buried him this time. We put him underneath the skin so you don't have to pull out.
We don't have to get him removed?
After last time, I was like, I'm not doing that again.
Right? Oh, you're so smart.
How you feel?
All right.
Hi, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
is crazy me.
Okay. Shh.
So,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Oh, God. I can't take anymore. Only you, Balto.
If you look at the old stuff, it was back here.
Yep.
So I moved the shunts up to here.
Okay.
So
He's so sensitive. Oh, God.
No, I know, my love.
let's just calm down.
So next
Okay.
3 weeks, we want
Yeah.
to continue
Yeah.
to small area.
Yeah. Okay. In the pen.
Yeah, and just carry him out. Use the figure
And
8
use
sling
the sling at all times.
to
Yeah.
make it so he's not going nuts.
Okay. All right. Let's get him in the car.
3 to 4
Anchored that thing with heavy duty suture twice. So
This is his last chance to. I can't put him through this anymore. We can't do this again.
agreed.
It's it. So it either has to work, and if it doesn't, God forbid, a billion times, then he's got to go back on prednisone, and that's the end of it. And whatever quality he has, he has. Can't go through this again. This is just crazy. Hi, sweetheart. I
Looks like you
know.
got bigger.
I know he's growing. What have you been feeding our dog now? Let's
He
let's
eats happily all the
yeah.
time.
Let's get him in the car,
And if you have your hand in the way,
Oh, yeah.
dude. You will lose an arm.
Oh, you will.
after you.
Yeah, Keith has gotten bit by him just trying to. He got his shirt off that you put on him. So we were trying to put another shirt on him. Oh hell, he is not a dog that allows clothing.
We had an e-collar on initially.
He took it off.
No, but
Oh.
he moved the food underneath the e-collar, so I went to try to help
Oh,
him.
hell,
and
oh.
I took my hand
Oh, he's awful with food, and he's not on pred, right?
Correct.
That's without pred. All right, so you're gonna put him in the back seat with Shelly. please.
And you don't need the thing.
Do you want to go around this side? It's easier for you. Here's his bed. Dr. Reese, can you do me a favor and tell them to call me in an hour and I'll give them payment? I just want to get back safely. You know, is his tail in? Hold his tail, Shelly. Okay.
You're welcome. So,
just
I discounted it down to like 1,088, I think.
oh, fine.
If
I'm so
that's
grateful.
Okay, then
Perfect.
okay, I was like,
I can
I
actually.
don't care about the money. And
I
just
appreciate
wanted-
it so much. Tell them to call me in 1 hour,
No problem.
and I will pay it completely off.
No problem.
Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming in on your day. I know it's your day off. Thank you for everything. Hopefully this is it. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you. Be daring.
I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on.
In here.
There you go. You did so good. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
know. I missed it so much right there.
It's okay.
Oh my God. Everybody get their seatbelt on? No, take your time. Guys, please donate. The really good thing, he's okay. The really good thing is we have to pray to God. I'm gonna put, hold on guys, please.
Okay, you're okay. You did so good. Yes, you did. You did so good.
Sorry. Trying to hook up this phone so I can talk to you. Alright, it's best I can do. Sorry, stuck with this. You want it cooler?
No, I just,
Too good?
no, I'm putting a little on him first, just for a minute.
Here.
Because he gets
Okay, you ready?
no.
Thank you. That's fine. Guys, just let me collect myself for a minute. I'm driving and I've got the phone just hand free, so I'm not holding the phone. I can pay attention and talk to you at the same time. I wish it could, you didn't have to look at me and you could look at the dogs, but it's the way it's set up. But at least you can hear us. So, as you heard, I know I faded out a little bit when I was doing that live video, the reception. We're going to have Sparky, his eye looked at. It could be his eye. He's on meds now, but maybe they're just not working any longer. He looks like he could even have an ulcer in his left eye. That can be very, very painful. And that would explain objects coming at him because he can't see well out of that eye.
The navigation.
Yeah, would you put it on for me? You cool it off? I don't want him to get... Okay. A lot of stuff. You think we'd know the directions by now, but... So I have to go back left?
Yeah, it was.
Is that the turnpike or is that 95?
Directing us to the turnpike.
Okay, I got it. I'm going to go right then. I'm not doing turnpike. It's okay,
So
babies.
good. Such a good boy.
Oh my baby, so good. Yeah.
How's he doing back there? Is he okay?
Yeah, we're playing with our little ball.
We got Balto in the back seat on his big fluffy bed with Shelly. I have Keith next to me as a passenger, and he's holding Sparky. Sparky did so good with Dr. Reese examining him, taking him in the upside down position. Amazing that he let him do all that to him.
He's a god.
He is a god. He's a god sent. He really truly does work through God, like he says.
So we're just straight to the.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So we're at with Balto. He repositioned the shunt because the first time failed. He maneuvered to get it out of his brain, and we had no idea what the cost was going to be. He charged us. It was $700 for the repeat of the MRI before the second surgery. I had no idea what this surgery was going to entail because the first surgery was $9,000, and he just said he charged us a little. I think it was a little under $2,000. or a little over 1,000. I have to go back, but that's amazing. Amazing. I'm extremely pleased and grateful for that. So we're not having to cover another $9,000 bill. Thank you, God. We are going to have to keep Balto calm, at least for the next few weeks. 3 weeks. Oh, God, that'll be fun. So every time we take Balto out, he needs to be on the sling. We need to keep him on trazodone. He needs to stay on trazodone to keep him calm. If I'm stuck by video, go out and come back in. It'll be fine, I promise. It just froze a little bit back there. And again, we're going to be taking Sparky to the eye doctor. That's to start. And then we're going to look at his teeth and have his teeth addressed. And maybe by getting his eye addressed and his teeth, maybe we'll see him go back to normal. That could be an easy fix. Costly, but easy. The other thing I wanted to... He is amazing, right? He's a great doctor. The other thing while I'm driving, and I can talk to you and kind of get you guys up to date on everything. Hi, everybody. I wanted to update everybody on the parvo puppies. I have been receiving calls from Coral Springs Animal Hospital, from Leader Animal Hospital, daily with updates. I did receive some photos of the puppies and the mommy. The majority of all the puppies are on feeding tubes. So they're dumpy. They're going over all their numbers. They dewormed them. They were full of parasites, hooks and rounds and everything else. It's touch and go. Some days they're good and some days they're really dumpy and they're not feeling well. And that's parvo. It's deadly and it's very horrific, painful virus. So for any of you that are watching, to recap about the 9 dogs, the 9 parvo family, mommy, and the 8 puppies. To be clear, when my friend Dana reached out to me privately and asked me to assist with 8 puppies, I said as long as they're parvo negative. And if I sound like a broken record, I'm sorry, but I'm recapping so everybody can understand. When I said yes, as long as they're parvo negative, because we just went through an ordeal with parvo litter and it cost us $18,000. So she picked the puppies and the mommy up at 1 o'clock from the owner in Miami. I made an appointment with VCA Imperial Point for 3 o'clock to have them tested. The first puppy that went in came back positive. Mommy then came back positive. And I immediately was like, I can't do this. I can't take on 9 dogs with parvo. I know I can't. And then I thought about it and I was like, if I don't, they're going to die. And they're dying in front of my team, Tiffany and Tammy. Everybody was hysterical. And then Leslie. Thank you, Leslie, for jumping in and staying with Dana all night long. What we came upon during this, when I finally said, you know what, I'm not going to let them die. I believe that they were placed in our path for a reason, and God has a plan. So I'm a firm believer in that. And I figured we'll do whatever we have to do. We'll beg until the cows come in order to cover their medical. Knowing for taking in many parvo cases, we know what the cost is. It is around the clock care for these doctors and these nurses, and it's exhausting and overwhelming. And apparently, the reality is that every animal hospital that we work with, that's about 7 animal hospitals, every hospital that we were contacting to take in mommy and the 8 puppies turned us away. Starting after 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we could not get an animal hospital to say yes to us to take in the 9 dogs. So in the meantime, the 9 dogs are in the car and they are failing and they are getting worse. They're vomiting. They're diarrhea with blood. Dana, who had picked them up originally, was hysterical in her car and having a nervous breakdown. Leslie went and met her. Tammy had to get back after hours, and Tiffany also after hours had to get back to her dogs and our dogs. So Leslie stayed with Dana. I think Dana didn't get home till close to midnight that night.
we were able finally to get Mommy and 3 of the puppies into Leader Animal Hospital in Cooper City. They could not take, at first they were going to take 2, but then the 3rd one started seizing. So they pounded on the door, my girls, and they agreed to take the 3rd puppy. Now we're stuck with 5 dying parvo puppies in Dana's car with Leslie there with her. And we called Coral Springs and they said to bring them. Now, let me explain to each and every one of you. There are a couple of people on social media, and I wasn't even going to go into this because we don't feed into ugly. We don't deal with drama on social media. We stay focused on the dogs in need because obviously we have our hands full. But what I'm going to say is that these puppies that we drove around in the car for almost 9 hours, for any of you that have something to say about that, honestly, shame on you. Shame on you. If that's what you're going to focus your time on while we are trying to save a mommy and 8 puppies that are dying of parvo, and you want to say, oh yeah, the rescue's driving around bull crap with 9 dogs in their car for 9 hours. That's ridiculous. Really? So until you're in our shoes, do me a favor and refrain, or don't come on our Facebook page. Don't follow us. Just move the hell on. Because I am so over social media drama while we are staying focused on trying to save lives and killing ourselves day in and day out. On top of that, we finally got them into the hospital, and the estimate, we know, I have it. I'm going to post the estimate for all to see. For anybody that has any concerns or doesn't believe that the puppies are costing our organization $43,000 right now, and that's for a short period. They're going to have to stay longer. I just got off the phone with the doctor, and I said, you know, I got the bill for what I put down for just a down payment. I have already put down over $28,000. $18,000 at Coral Springs, and $8,000 and change at Leader, and they'll be calling me for a second payment, and they are nowhere out of the woods. So when I spoke to the doctor and I said the estimate that you gave us was between $5,000 and $7,000 per puppy, she goes, that's correct. That's accurate. So for anybody that has anything to say that we are full of crap, that we are not, we're begging for money, and that we're not reputable, do me a favor and do not come to our Facebook page. We are not here for social media drama. We don't have the time. We don't have the energy. We are here to save lives. Okay, so a lot of people, you know what I figured out? Either A, number one, they're just jealous, and number two, they don't take their dogs to vetting. They don't get their dogs properly vetted, so they would never know the cost, what it costs to actually take care of an animal the proper way. So with all that being said, I am going to stay focused on what is needed the most, and that is this little guy right here who needs us, and we don't know what is going on with him, rushing him back and forth to doctors, and Balto, who just came out of a second shunt surgery. Does anybody have a problem with Balto's surgery that we spent 11, 12, 13, well, let's see, $9,000 for his shunt, $3,000 for the MRI, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, almost close to $20,000 on Balto. Does anybody have a problem with that? Should we have just killed Balto? Is that what we should have done? You're on the wrong rescue page, people. I will tell you that. Because if I was a dog and I needed assistance, I would want 100 plus to step up for me, because I knew that I would get the best chance at a quality of life. These dogs, each and every one of them, no matter what their breed, no matter what their medical is, no matter what the cost, if there is a chance that we can save them and give them quality, we're going to go to the ends of the earth, and that's exactly what we're going to do, because we make a promise to each and every dog that we touch. And you can either support our organization and our mission or not. We love you, and we thank you so very much for your love and your ongoing support. We still have to raise another $23,000 to get us through just the base for the 9 puppies with parvo, the puppies and the mommy. So I'm going to keep begging, and I'm going to keep asking for your assistance and for everybody's help from the community and for our ongoing mission, so we can continue to save and do what we do best. Fiona was just taken to the vet. That is correct. Fiona was just taken to the vet by Tiffany. She has double ear infection, double eye infection, possible UTI. She had to go home with a second antibiotic. She had to go home with ear medications, ear wash, eye medications, special shampoo, special mousse for her skin infection. Do you think what do you think? That doesn't cost money to do all of that? And not to mention, this is the second time she's been to the animal hospital. First she went to Blue Pearl. Now she went to Dr. Kesha. That's her second vet appointment in what? Since Friday? What's today, Monday? So, like I said, guys, the donate button is on this video, as it is on every single post that we do to try to raise funds so we can get these animals everything that they need medically. Everything. And we cannot continue without your support. And for all of you that, so many of you, thank you, that do support and love what we do. We are so grateful for you and your support day in and day out. But what we will not do is engage on any negativity. We will not engage with any kind of social media drama. We will keep focused. We know everybody knows their own truth, right? Everybody knows what they do. For anybody that has any questions, I will repeat, any questions. If you would like to see a vet bill, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. If that would make you feel more comfortable donating, we have absolutely no problem sharing that with you. I can absolutely post the medical breakdown for one puppy that was just sent to me so I can show you on the page and what we have put down. I have never have a problem showing vet bills. We just can't do that when we do live videos. You can't take photos unless you have them in front of you and video them as you're doing a live video right now. Like, I would have to have them in front of me to show you. So again, we are an open book. We are transparent, and we have nothing to hide. We're very proud of who we are, what we do. Everything we do is by the book. Everything, all our T's are crossed and all our I's are dotted. So if anybody has any problem with us, feel free to come to me directly instead of posting negativity on drama. And also, posting negativity and lies on drama, that's slander. That's slander and defamation. You don't want to mess with slander and defamation against an organization, trust me. Because we've been down that road before, and we took it to federal court and we won. And I'm not afraid to do it again. So please refrain from posting negativity. Try to stay positive. If you are here to support and love what we do, thank you. If you don't, feel free to move on. Go somewhere else. I'm not playing this game any longer with these people. We have too many lives depending on us, and we're tired. We're exhausted, each and every one of us. Emotionally, physically, we are exhausted, and we need our energy to stay focused on all the babies. I can't get Balto. He's in the back. There he is. There's that little man.
He's so happy.
He's so happy to be out of the hospital. He loves the car. So good. And we'll go live, guys, when we get back to the rescue house, so we can just kind of show you what's going on with Balto a little bit better. We were kind of rushed because we had to get Sparky seen by Dr. Reese and then get Balto and get him in the car. And I just...
more bills tomorrow morning, too.
What's tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning we have Araya and Cooper.
That's right. Shelly just told me we have Araya and Cooper. They are going in to Dr. Kesha tomorrow because Cooper was the one that had the double surgery, over $3,000. The owner surrendered to Blue Pearl. They were going to kill if we said no. So we said yes. She had 2 major surgeries and spay. So we already paid that bill. But she's going into Dr. Kesha tomorrow to get her vaccines and her microchip. And also Araya, the little one from Broward, that was an urgent plea that they said was some sort of a trauma. She actually is going in tomorrow because she had nothing done. No vaccines, no microchip, no spay. And a little Araya is going in tomorrow, and she will be getting spayed, vaccinated, and microchipped. So there's another major bill again. Anyways, I'm going to sign off and stay focused on the road, and we will come back live from the rescue house in just a little bit. But please donate if you can, guys. Please, we need to come up with the money to cover the parvo puppies. I just had to give them.
Text message from Ellen LVS.
I
New
just
text message from LVS.
I just had to give Coral Springs another $8,000 just a little while ago. So that's
New text
18,000.
message from LVS.
I'm getting texts like crazy. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you in advance for your love and your support. This is Amy with Shelly and Keith with Sparky and Balto. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Thank you.